Friday the 1st, I will be homeless. Again, just got out of the
What?
shelter in April after being there a year.
If this is your one chance to just keep it real and just tell them how you feel.
I just wish I was enough for you. I wish I was enough to be his daughter.
Your content, I guess, is mostly following your journey, going from homeless to having your spot and potentially now going back to be homeless.
Yeah.
What does your crowd think about what's going on with you right now?
I had to change my number like a few days ago because I'm still getting text messages talking about, oh, F your R-word baby, she can't crawl.
The issue though is that I guess she's not understanding like why she's being kicked out. She have a good day, okay? All right. I mean, we can drive over there.
Make that part two.
Come on. What's up, YouTube? It's summertime and things are heating up in Atlanta. Make sure you go cop the merch at AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's your girl Rititimommy, the hottest mom in her 20s, period.
Okay. So, you're on Instagram and you got nearly 100,000 followers. Okay, so first and foremost, how old are you?
I'm 24 years old. My birthday is 3/2/1.
3/2/1. That's lit. Okay. All right. So 24 years old. And so are you homeless?
Okay, so here's the situation. I'm being kicked out of my apartment. I recently was hospitalized because I found out I had bipolar disorder. The whole time I'm thinking it's anxiety. So I turned in a piece of my money order. It was either a Wednesday or Tuesday. Don't blame me. I don't know the time. And she was like, you have 10 days for your discharge date. I'm through a program through the shelter my case manager transferred me to. And she said I'm a liability because I might overdose or have a manic episode and it's going to be on the program. They have not served me any eviction notice, but Friday the 1st, I will be homeless. Again, just got out of the shelter in April after being there a year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you put in a whole year of the whole shelter program life and all like that.
At Atlanta Mission, do not go there. My daughter's hair got ripped out. You get treated like crap. You can't work for 6 months, but with me being pregnant, I was pregnant with my little 1-year-old.
Okay, you're not pregnant now, are you? Okay.
I had to wait longer in the program because they had to, it's like, okay, so at Atlanta Mission, you have to take these classes and it's 6 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 weeks. And then you go to their job force program. So I had to be held back multiple times because I was pregnant and I was due in January. I started Atlanta Mission in September of 2023.
What?
I left November 2024. I went to City of Refuge in November because I just had enough of the negativity. And at the time I was popping on social media, so I felt like they kind of had some type of jealousy against me and they would just do little things to like pick with me all the time. And I just needed a positive space.
Right.
So I transferred.
They meaning the people that live there or the people that work there?
The people that work there.
Okay, gotcha.
So do not go to Atlanta Mission. It's not safe for kids. My daughter
Atlanta Mission, is that the one in Midtown by the Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Okay.
My daughter had like some cornrows, like Alicia Key cornrows that I did. We have to be in like a bunk bed. So if you're a family, you're going to be in a bunk bed full of people, like 15 families, and you're going to be in a bunk bed. I had my own bunk bed. My daughter stood up, and when she sat down, her whole braid came out. And their solution was to put a blanket there, even though I had been asking them to transfer me and my 2 kids because my youngest daughter has a whole bunch of illnesses. I'm not going to talk about it, but she does have something that starts with an S where you shake a lot. If you guys know what that means.
Gotcha.
And in that room, it's kids running around. You know, kids that want to have fun. It's barely enough room for us. I requested to transfer them because she can have a thing that starts with an S when you shake a lot.
Right.
She was on a breathing monitor. She didn't even come home with me. She was in the NICU for like 2 months. That's a whole nother story for another video.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I requested if I could go to the apartments. They didn't do that. And then my daughter's hair ripped out. That caused me to go into preterm labor at Atlanta Mission. So do not go to Atlanta Mission, please.
What?
Go to City of Refuge. It's going to be like a wait list of like 2 weeks. I got in 2 weeks. You're going to go online. This is for all my moms who are in the Atlanta area or anyone who's homeless. Don't go to Atlanta Mission. You're going to be treated like crap. They're going to claim they don't have funding. But that's another situation for another video.
Okay, so let's unwind some of this stuff because some tells me it's going to be a 2 or 3 part interview. Okay, so you're 24. You have 2 kids now, right? Okay. How did you end up in this situation where you had to be in the shelters in the first place?
Okay, so I was with my baby father for 5 years. I met him when I was 17 or 18. I don't remember. I met him through Uber. He used to do Uber and Lyft. He is 45, so he's 21 years my age. And you can basically kind of understand the situation with that. Like, he was trying to mold me. He's Jamaican, which is crazy in itself. The reason that got me in the shelter, it wasn't abusive in a sense where he was beating on me, but it was mentally abusive. And the situation that got me in the shelter was, I think it was either early morning or late night, I don't know. We were arguing. He dragged me, literally dragged me. And I beat, can I say this on YouTube?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I beat his head in with a bottle, a Lysol bottle.
Ooh.
And he had a gash. Cause I was literally like, I felt like I was gonna DIE.
Right.
Long story short, I'm the one who get locked up for domestic violence. And
so you say he dragged you? Was that the first time that he had been physically violent?
First time physically violent. He dragged me. He was on top of me. He has 4 other kids that come down they're from New York, but so I got cruelty to children, domestic violence charge. When I went to jail, Marcus, I did not even go to jail. I went to the hospital because I was bleeding down in my area, and I was internally bleeding. Turns out I have a rupture on my uterus, and that caused my daughter to be special needs because she didn't have proper blood flow to her brain.
What?
So when I got out of jail the next day, because it's first time offense, my mom got me an extended stay for 1 week. I'm calling shelters left and right, but my mom and them stay in Gwinnett County, so I'm calling shelters. Everybody was full. I don't know if it was because it was summer and people was out of school.
Right.
I got into this 30-day shelter called Safe Haven House. I don't know if I should say it, but it's a domestic violence shelter, but it's only for 30 days. From there, okay, so that was July. So August I was there. They transferred me to Restoration House, which is the first 30 days, and then you go to my sister's house.
Right.
I went there August 26th. Don't quote me. That's when I went to Restoration House. But I just had my little 1-year-old. She just turned 1 in April of that year.
Okay.
Now she's 3.
And so, so you had been with this guy for years.
Yeah, about 5 years.
That incident happened. That was in 2023, it sounds like? Mm-hmm. Okay. And why couldn't you go back home with your mom?
Okay, so at the time, my mom's house was under construction, and she has a lot of kids, so I'm adopted. I used to be embarrassed of being adopted, even like with my friendships growing up. After a year, I would tell them I'm adopted, kind of like my Hannah Montana moment where I take off the wig.
Right.
But, okay, so she has 3 biological kids who are not her, who are hers, who are adopted, and it's 6 of us who are adopted.
Right.
But she has respite, and respite is, for people in the comments, is when people are going, like, if a kid doesn't have a placement, they'll stay at your house for like 2 months, 3 months.
A little temporary type deal.
Until they get placed into a foster care. So my mom does foster care. She does respite. My mom and dad. I say my mom because she basically runs
She's
the
the one that does. Right. I get it.
So,
okay, so that's why you couldn't go back home.
it wasn't safe. The house, okay, so my mom and dad also do real estate, and they just moved into that house. It's a fixer-upper, so it wasn't safe to even breathe in that type of
The air
stuff.
and everything else. Okay, got you. Okay, so you was in a situation, and you know, a lot of times with these type of situations, domestic violence and everything else, the lady ends up back with the guy, right? Did that happen?
I was domestic too. I beat his head in. I thought I was gonna die because he was dragging me by my hair.
So you beat him pretty bad. Okay, so did y'all ever get back together?
No.
Okay, so
I couldn't even talk to him legally. I had a TPO.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't even go back to the house that we just.
Okay, so you couldn't even do nothing. Okay, so you had to stay away. Is he the father for both the kids?
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that? Is he like able to be a dad now? Is he able to be active or whatever? Or?
So when I went to the shelter, I was very angry to have that on my record, and just to even go through that, it's traumatic. I've never been homeless. Growing up in Gwinnett County, my mom and dad made sure we lived a
in
good
the suburbs.
life.
Yeah,
I grew up in the suburbs. I'm a suburb girl, so going to jail, being homeless, losing everything, I was very bitter. But at the shelter, I did do the work. I did CBT, which is therapy.
right.
So during the time where I couldn't talk to him, I was trying to get an expunge off my record. I was healing. I healed. Even though Atlanta Mission, I had a bad time, I healed at Atlanta Mission. Not through them, but through my actual therapist.
Yeah, through the work that you put in with your therapist.
And I had to do the spiritual work on the inside. So now, like, when I was able to talk to him again, I even told my mom, because he was contacting my mom throughout the whole situation. I said, tell him he can always...
I'll bleep his name.
Okay. I was like, tell him he can...
9:32. I gotta see what the time marker was.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tell him that he can always be a dad. I don't want him to not be in his kid's life, because little girls need their dad.
Yeah, 100%.
I love my dad. I'm a daddy's girl. Everyone in my family could tell you. And I don't want to be that bitter baby mom. You know, I just try to stay positive. Even though we didn't work out,
Right.
them 2 girls, they need you.
What were y'all arguing about?
I think he wanted me to make something to eat, and it was like, I don't even remember. It was probably something petty.
Did y'all like argue a lot back
Okay,
then?
okay. So the night before, I called my mom. I was like, Mom, can you meet up with me at the McDonald's? I'm about to go to a shelter. I was leaving. He refused to give me my phone, and he had his other kids film me crashing out, so he could like
say that, oh, she's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So
he refused to give me my
Why
phone.
were you trying to leave?
I was leaving because I just had enough. I moved back in that January. By July, the facade was done.
Huh.
So I was ready to go.
What was the problem? What was like the if you had to say, like, what was that the crux of y'all's issues?
I say financially, he would always try to use my credit. I don't want to talk bad about him. That's my kid's dad.
No. Well, and I don't want you to necessarily bash him or talk bad about him. We're just trying to understand how something like a situation like that dissolves, right? Like, so you don't have to like go into so much detail, but just give us a overarching view of like, why did that situation get like that? Why did it go so bad?
It's the age gap. I'm not knowing certain things. I met him when I was 18 or 17. I don't know. He's so much older. You know, we don't have much in common.
What made you attracted to him in the first place?
Okay, so growing up in Gwinnett County, I went to boarding school. I went to online school, charter school. Went to school with Indians, Asians, and when I seen him, it was something different. He was like the swagged out Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? He would buy me a whole bunch of
Shout out to all my
stuff.
Jamaicans, man.
No shade to the Jamaicans. I love y'all food and stuff. But, you know, he was something that I wasn't used to. And in the beginning, he was chopping money left and right.
Okay, all right. So that's how that situation went left, and that's why you ended up in the shelter situation in the whole first place. Okay, got you. Okay, so real quick, let's just start from the beginning. So, where you from?
I'm from Georgia. I'm from here.
Hey, man, shout out the whole state, man. Shout it on out. Shout out Gwinnett County. Shout out them suburbs. What they call it, North Side now. You know what I'm saying? Shout it on out, man. So, growing up in Gwinnett, it sounds like you had both mom and dad in the household?
Yes.
Okay, and you told us what type of household it was. Growing up, would you say you had a fairly normal childhood?
I had a really extremely good childhood. Like, I was in cheer, any type of after school activity I wanted to do. My mom would literally reroute the GPS so we won't have to go through Jonesboro. Like, I had a great childhood. I really appreciate my parents for adopting me.
Okay, so you had a really good child. What age did you get adopted at?
Birth.
Do you know why you got adopted?
I don't know exactly why, but my birth mom, she does a lot of drugs, and so I guess she just didn't have the means to take care of me. I don't want to bash her. I don't want to bash nobody because I'm all about positivity. And
I can sense that, right? But I don't also want you to take anything off of your story because it's your story, right? And so I'm not trying to get you to bash anybody, but I just want you to tell the raw reality.
Okay.
Right?
She was a drug addict, and she has like 20 kids. Like, I'm finding new siblings almost every year. They're reaching out to me.
How does that feel?
It makes me feel like I'm just a weirdo, honestly.
Wow. I tell you
And then my real dad, he's a piece of work himself. Okay, so he drives a Corvette, and he's in a gated community, and he don't want to chop nothing. Like, I want to get to know him, but just to know the fact that you can't give me $20 for lunch, and you have not been there, and you signed your rights over to me, and I look just like him. I cut him off probably 2 years ago. I cut my mom off 3 years ago, because when you're 18, when you're adopted,
right,
they give you the numbers to your family.
Right.
I didn't even get his number until I was like 21, because my birth mom couldn't find him. So 21, I cut him off last year when I was 23 because he didn't remember my birthday. When I told him multiple times, I'm just like, he chases women because he drives a nice car. He's a fly guy. But probably when he sees this.
Well, I mean, give him a message. He's gonna end up saying this. I know how this works. Give him a message, and from your heart. Don't try to protect anybody or nothing like that. If this is your one chance to just keep it real, and just tell him how you feel.
I just wish I was enough for you. I wish I was enough to be his daughter, and I wish I was enough to. I don't want to take nothing away from my adoptive parents, but I just wish that I was enough for my birth parents, because even being adopted, I had issues in the household. Yes, I was in a chair. Yes, I had anything monetary, but it's mental stuff that messes with you as an adoptive person.
Give us like an example.
I always feel isolated, like I don't belong. I figured out I was adopted when I was 6 or 8 because I had a pregnant teacher and we were learning about adopted people. I have a brother, his name is Kian. His birthday is October, my birthday is March. I went to my mom, I said, ain't no way you had both of us in 9 months.
Right.
I don't look like you guys. She said, yes, you're adopted and your mom's name is Ebony.
What was that moment like?
I felt lied to.
Ooh.
I already knew it.
Had you asked that before?
No, that was my first time. I was either in kindergarten or I was in 3rd grade because I had a pregnant teacher.
Wow.
I just feel, I feel like a taboo talking about it. I feel, even to this day, I can't even stick up to my mom or dad because they do so much for me. And they raised me in such... Only time we didn't have a house is when we lived in an apartment. It was a nice apartment, though. That was when it was just me, my older brother. It was just... Okay, so my older brother, my brother under me. He's my big little brother because he's bigger than me.
Right.
But he's in October. And then it was my little sister. And then it was me. So when it was just us four, I feel like that was the best time. Because when we started getting the other kids and stuff, it was like I had to be the other mom.
Yeah, they got spread too thin. So you had to grow up fast. You had
I went through parentification growing up.
Oh, wow. What effect do you think that had on you?
I thought I was grown. And it made me... I didn't even want to have kids growing up. I remember at 12 years old, I was in 7th grade in the summer. And I was excited to go to the 8th grade. I went to Shiloh Middle. It's a bad school.
Shout out to Shiloh, man.
But
that's the hood of Gwinnett.
That's the hood of Gwinnett.
That's the hood of Gwinnett.
And I was excited because you have the 8th grade circus. We had 8th grade prom, and even my friends. I was like, I'm so excited. And my mom said, you're going to be homeschooled this year, online school in the summer. And I was like, I was so mad. I didn't tell her I was mad, but my attitude showed it. So I'm watching 1, 1, 3, 5, 6, 5 kids. My mom taught me how to change their diaper. My mom taught me how to feed the 2 1-year-olds at the same time.
Yeah, wow, you double spooning.
Yeah. My mom taught me how to do all that stuff because they had to make money. They do real estate. They have condos here, condos there. And even like sometimes on the weekends, they'll go to 50+ card club because that's their self-care. and then she'll give me a schedule. 8 o'clock, wake up. 8:15.
Wow, that sucks though.
And
that sucks because then your childhood gets bitten into.
Yeah, and I remember one time we was at the condo. I don't want to sound like a spoiled brat. Even saying that statement sounds redundant, but we were at the condo with all the kids. And it was like we had a barbecue and stuff. And even like a week before that, I was praying to God. I was like, God, please give me the courage to tell my mom this is a lot on me. So I ended up saying, Mom, I don't want to be a bad daughter, but taking care of all these little kids is a lot on me. And I told her downstairs in the basement. And so for the next few days, I didn't have to watch the kids. My mom got my other siblings to do the schedule and do the feeding.
Yeah.
She taught my little sister how to feed them and how to change them and stuff. And I think it was either I didn't do the dishes right or I didn't clean up the counter. And she was like, oh, you're saying you don't want to be a good daughter, but you don't even know how to do the dishes. So she threw it in my face. And that really hurted me. Like, I could cry right now. That really hurted me. And I think that's what caused my anxiety growing up. And I was like, I don't want to make them mad. They do so much for me. They're my adopted parents. We living such a large and lavish life. And even like right now, my kids are with her. I don't want her to think this is a bashing thing. That's why.
Well, and it's not. But it sounds like it's cathartic. It sounds like you need to get this off your chest. And
my parents do so much for me. Like, they're great parents.
And guess what? Guess what? Even great parents can mess up and do things that are not that great and maybe not realize the effect that it's having on the kid, right? And it's important for you to be able to communicate that. Like, we can't... Listen, I'm a dad. I've got teenage girls. I make sure that they can communicate with me. So, I don't... Even at this adult age...
We have a great relationship. I feel like now it's better because we can go back and talk about certain things. And she can be more honest with me because I'm very sensitive. Like, I'm an empath, I'm a Pisces. So I feel like now our relationship is way better. Growing up, I gave them a run for their money. I did. It's not all on them. It's on me too.
Well, like, give us an example. What type of stuff were you doing growing up that we would look at and be like, oh, yeah.
I had a bad attitude problem. I had anger issues.
I hear that a lot with foster care. Why do you think that is?
Well, if I didn't get my way, I was very spoiled.
Okay, spoiled little girl.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm always asked this question. When you were younger, did anything like ever happen to you or anything like that?
But thank God nothing ever happened to me.
Okay, so
that
nothing
way.
like that.
No.
Okay, so it was mostly probably just, like you say, the not feeling like you belong, right?
I always feel that way, even in schools, like even in my friend groups. I'm like, maybe God is telling me, because we're all adopted by God. That's what I just try to, that's my positive affirmation. I'm not only adopted in the real life, but I'm adopted spiritually by God. And that just helps me. I do my positive affirmations.
You're not adopted spiritually by God. Let me correct you.
Oh, I'm adopted
You
in the
are
spirit.
You are a child of God. No adoption word needed. You are a direct child of the light that we all come from.
Yeah.
And we all are. And therefore, no
right.
need to feel any different. To be honest with you, we're all really parts of the same energy. We just don't know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're trapped lights of soul that are in these fleshly bodies right now. But when we go back to the source, we're just one. We're one. Okay, so anyway. Okay, so all right, so let's dive into what happened with this, or what's going on with this whole eviction situation.
Okay, so recently I was hospitalized. I found out I had bipolar disorder. My birth mom does have it. And I was talking to my mom. She's saying, like, you can grow into it. Like, even if I'm doing so good now,
right,
you can grow into it. So I was hospitalized for about a week at the mental hospital. I do take medicine now. I want to take initiative. And
is that Georgia Regional where you was at?
Grady, because I don't have
insurance. You was at Grady. Okay, yes. Okay. Shout out Grady, man. Shout out Grady. All right, so you was at Grady for a week. And you say when you came out, what happened?
Okay, so I'm due a program through the shelter that my case manager at City of Refuge transferred me to.
Right.
And in this program, I've had terrible, like, my daughter has S words, right? And anything could trigger her S word. And it's super hot in Georgia. I had to beg them to turn on the AC at 72, send the medical records because they didn't believe me, or I guess that's part of their program. You mean
home, in the apartment, the AC wasn't working?
The AC is not working, period. But when it was working, I had to, because you have to turn off your lights, you have to turn on the AC. But I was like, can I please keep it on because my daughter can have seizures. I would come home, it'll be switched over to heat 85. 2 times I came home, my oven was on. Leaving Chick-fil-A.
Oh, this is at the shelter?
It's at the apartment I'm at now.
At your apartment?
They do check-ins. So they'll check your apartment. They do rounds every day where they check your apartment to make sure it's clean.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a program like this.
They drug test you. You can't have gas. You can't have candles. You have to sign in and out. It's a good program, but I just think they need new staff.
Well, I was about to say, it sounds like a good program, but wow. So, because you can't you can't keep the AC, like, you can't control your own climate,
because
basically.
they pay for it.
I get it, but I mean, Jesus Christ, like, I get it, but it's summertime. Like,
and I'm
you
on
can't,
so.
That's wild. So, okay.
I have police reports about it, and I even just recently got moved to another unit just because I asked for a discount on my rent. They try to gaslight me by not letting me get a discount on my rent, and they just moved me to a new apartment.
How much is the rent?
My rent?
Well, like, how much do you pay?
I pay half of it. So
okay.
If the rent
okay.
is 14,
so
I
right,
pay
you
7,
pay. Okay. So
as an example.
Right. Okay.
And
okay.
I went to Indiana for like a self-care trip for the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Since I came back July 7th, all the way to when they moved me around August 1st, we've been living without power. The only place that works is the kitchen. The kitchen lights work, and I'll plug a fan in. My daughters will be in their diaper. I'll be in like a tank top and some shorts. That's how hot it gets. The power was not working. We were living without power. And they had maintenance.
Is that even like legal?
It's not. They had maintenance people, like 4 maintenance people be in my apartment every week. Now they moved me. They have to get Georgia Power to rewire my whole apartment. I'm the only unit in the whole apartment whose power's not working. Okay,
so let's talk about this. So, again, you're on Instagram. Are you on TikTok too?
I'm on all platforms. Rititimommy, RITITIMOMMY.
Okay, and so like your content, I guess, is mostly following your journey, going from homeless to having your spot and potentially now going back to be homeless.
Yeah.
What does your crowd think about what's going on with you right now?
I just recently told them that I do have bipolar disorder, and the thing with the apartment, my case manager who tried to evict me because I had shoes by the door, And I tried talking to her yesterday.
Because you had shoes by the door?
Yes. I can't make this up. I tried to talk to her yesterday when I was packing my stuff, and she slammed the door in my face. She said I'm a liability because I have mental health and I could have a manic episode and pass out and unalive myself. So I'm being evicted on Friday the 5th. I mean, Friday the 1st.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel sad because I work so hard. Like, being in the shelter, losing it all again. I just got my car. I was awarded a car. I don't even...
You say you was awarded?
I was awarded a car through City of Refuge. Like, I don't even have my kids right now because I don't want them around us. We already went through the shelter. My daughter's whole hair ripped out. My other daughter was on a breathing monitor. Like, people talking crap about my special needs daughter, saying... Like, one of my recent friends calling me talking about R-word baby, saying she's just talking about her disability. And even just...
R-word meaning the R-word that we know?
Yeah, it's calling her retard. Like, people talking about my child.
Okay, wow.
I had to change my number a few days ago because I'm still getting text messages talking about, oh, F your R-word baby, she can't crawl. Like, she's trying. All she does is eat chicken nuggets and watch Miss Rachel. And people talking about my daughter, it really hurts. It really hurts. That's why I just asked my mom if she could keep the kids while I just try to hustle up some money. Instagram and DoorDash is not popping off.
At this point, the 1st is Friday, right? Or Saturday?
Friday or Saturday. I got like 5 days.
What
I just got my furniture. Like, I don't pay anything on my furniture. I just got my place furnished like 3 weeks ago. I have not been able to enjoy my furniture. The same women who run the program are like, oh my gosh, we're so proud of you. The same ones who slammed the door in my face. So what is that?
So let me ask you this. What are you not telling us? Because in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is a program, and I know how these folks are, so I'm not sitting there saying that they're angels or nothing like that. But I'm thinking, okay, the program is there to help people get into housing, right? So you get into the housing.
You want me to send you the screenshots of her trying to set me up so you can add it to the video?
So we're looking at those screenshots right now. So, okay, so, and I didn't see it before I did the video, but you tell me what was on the screenshots.
Okay, so...
Just the meat and potatoes.
So the meat and potatoes is they're saying that they're scared because I'm open about me being domestic violence. There was this green car that it could have just been doing a U-turn because the way my subdivision is, it's only one way in. She recorded the video and sent it to the person over her saying she does not feel safe. I park, one day I'll park in front, one day I'll park in the back. She texts me, why are you parking in different spots? One day I'll leave through the back door, next day I'll leave through the front door. I'm this way, that way, because I don't know who knows me, and I'm just that type of person. I'm not paranoid. I just don't want my neighbors to say, oh, she's parked in the front or she's parked in the back.
Right.
That's just my
Just keep them guessing type deal. I get it.
And sometimes I'll leave my back door open, and she'll be like texting, oh, she leaves her back door open. I don't know if it's a man going to be there waiting for me.
Who is she?
That's my case manager.
Okay, so does she live there too?
No, she works
But
there.
she's there every day checking on. Okay.
Yeah. And so I was telling her, I don't want you to feel unsafe. It's just like I be on the go moving. I drop my kids off, go to work. I've been doing 12 hours. I do Instacart and DoorDash at the same time.
If I asked her,
you want her number?
Sure.
I'll give you her number. Yeah,
let's matter of fact, come on, let's walk to the car real quick, and I don't know why I left my phone in the car. But yeah, let's walk to the car real quick.
I'm not talking to her. I'm getting it to y'all.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask because that's what's at the heart of this. It's like, what the hell? What the hell's going on, you know? I 100% am. I 100% am. Okay? Oh, yeah, we ain't got to get in.
I'm getting hot.
Well, we can just do it right here in the shade, but yeah, my car is
And I have her email if you want to email her. Whatever you want to do, we can go ahead and do it because
what's her phone number?
Give me 1 second. And I don't want us to say
anything or nothing about nobody that's in our program or that's not in our program without a consent.
Well, right. I'm actually sitting here next to Autumn. I'm actually sitting here right here next to her. The issue though is that I guess she's not understanding like why she's being kicked out because of I get the bipolar stuff and
I didn't pay rent this month.
So
What I'm saying is, I can't communicate or say anything about anybody unless I have consent to do so. That's what I'm basically saying.
so she gave me consent. She gave me consent.
Written consent, because it's a HIPAA. Yeah, I would have to have
Written consent. What about verbal consent?
No, it wouldn't. We have to have something in writing from
You want to go over it?
whoever you're saying that you're receiving information from.
Is it close?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So as long as we get consent, though, we'll be able to have the conversation.
Yes, yes. I just need consent.
Okay. No worries. Well, thank you so much. Make sure you have a good day. Okay. All right. I mean, we can drive over there.
Part 2. Make that part 2.
Come on. We already on part 2.